Long live the Empire. Wow. Absolutely. Wow. The best episode yet. Star Trek Discovery episode 10. Been waiting for this. The Mirror Universe. And it looks like a couple of predictions turned out right, which I made at the beginning. The security officer with the beard, forgot his name. He's a Klingon, has been genetically altered or from that virus. We got a connection to Enterprise with the Defiant, which was absolutely wonderful. So it's Hoshi Sato, or one of her clones, going to be still the Empress, or the Emperor of the Terran Empire. I mean, this episode, it just goes everywhere for me. Right, so let's get started. After last episode, the big battle, the Ship of the Dead, and the rest of it, it got taken out, did the 100 and how many jumps, and then they ended up in Mirror Universe. Stamets has been seeing alternative realities and timelines. That's been hinted through all the different episodes, but in this episode I could not believe what happened when the security dude, forgot his name now, broke the Doctor's neck, Stamets' boyfriend. He just broke his neck, and I thought, I was like at the end of my chair thinking, what, has he just killed him off? So looks like Discovery up for knocking off the main characters of the cast. You know, they'll go all the way. So right, it's going to be interesting because I think we're going to get a few episodes in the Mirror Universe where I hope we get to see Earth, that they end up there somehow, or they're going to end up, we're going to get right into Terran society and see how brutal and sadistic it is. The agonizer boost, Paul Walker suffering in there. You know, I remember Malcolm reading Enterprise when he was just shoving them in there with Doctor to agonizer booth. They invented it, you know, and it was just terrifying. But I mean, a whole room full of these booths, you know. Since Mirror Mirror Star Trek, the original series, when they did that episode, for me, that is my favourite episode of Star Trek out of the original 3-run seasons. That I just loved that episode, Evil Spock and this. But when you start seeing an Enterprise mirror darkly, when you see the evil counterparts in the Mirror Universe, you just get off on it so much, because it's a version of ourselves in the Mirror Universe. Is a Mirror Universe like evil versions of us, which will be interesting to find out. I don't think I'd want to meet an evil version of myself. I don't think he's probably, well, I don't know, I'd be doing it if it was an evil version of me. I don't think I'd be commanding a starship, so I'd probably be alright. I don't know, I think I'd be a bit sneaky if I was an evil version. I don't think I'd be like into killing people off. I don't know, I mean, obviously circumstances are different in the Mirror Universe, but when they end up and they start realising where they are with the Vulcan rebel ship and the Klingon database with the Vulcan data crystal in it, and it's all coming together, and then they start figuring out from quantum signature that they're in this Mirror Universe. So the other Discovery is in our universe, the Federation universe. So, do you remember that PlayStation 2 game that came out years ago with Captain Sulu, where they end up in the Mirror Universe and you're battling all the ships and you're on a mission to get out, to get home? You know, it reminded me of that storyline a bit, you know. So I just hope we get 4 to 5. I'd like to see 3 or 4 episodes in the Mirror Universe. I mean, you can't beat all the evil counterparts. I mean, I love the uniforms, you know, with the armour, like the gold armour sort of thing. It really did look impressive, the whole armour, and they actually went into the whole Mirror Universe thing about how sadistic it was. This elitist organisation, this empire, it's completely racist, and it's just humans. But I mean, not humans, just murdering each other in it. And you know, what's Spock up to at this time in that universe? I hope we get answers to some of this. and we're going to see the politics and how it works. I just like to see a much bigger picture. I hope this goes beyond 2 episodes. The whole Stamets thing, I mean, he's like ascending somehow. He's like, so he's at one with it all, and I don't think his mind can handle it, because that scene where his partner, the doctor, talks to him and his eyes sort of calm down and he says, beware the enemy, which I said that the security dude is a Klingon. He's got to be. And I was a bit untoo sure at first, unless he's been brainwashed. But he said there's been a new personality. There's something in there, and his body, and that they've done a lot of alterations. I mean, they must have done some real stuff, because normally Starfleet could detect the DNA. You know, so I mean, they must have done some major stuff. Because don't forget, in Trouble with Tribbles, McCoy, but that guy, you know, because he turns up in DS9 wanting revenge, to hold Kirk's head in one hand and to hold the Tribble in the other hand in the Hall of Heroes, which I couldn't stop laughing at that. But I mean, they must have gone really far to alter him, even though I think he probably had that disease where, you know, where he looks human. And this explains, at least might explain something about the humanoid looking Klingons which exist. She's probably a lover of his in the past. Is Cattell, is it Carell or Cattell, the Klingon lady in the prison cell on the brig? It was great when they got the cadet pretending to be an evil counterpart doing audio. It was hilarious. Lorca couldn't believe he wasn't the captain of the ship, because everything's just so altered. But when they beam over to the Shenzhou and Burnham, I mean, they have to turn ruthless. I mean, you know, she's trying to, you know, they've got to shove him. Lorca didn't agonise to move him. She's got to be careful. She can't show any compassion. I mean, it's like Spock said in the original series. He said it's easier to be civilised and to act like a barbarian than what it was for the other lot being Dover. You know, because remember Kirk and they were all locked up in brig and he was going, Spock, what do you want? You know, power, I'll give you power. Is it money? And then none of it meant anything. So they've got to like put that kind of behaviour on for several episodes. I mean, the fight she had with him in the lift, in the turbo lift, I mean, she had to be brutal, because they were going to just do her. And then she just fucking did him, you know, and the bridge door opened, his body just fell out, and they were all there clapping and like, you know, all hail the new captain, she's back, and they were all terrified of her on that ship. So what her counterpart, she must be ruthless. It took me, I've got to admit, with Michael Burnham, I mean, I love Captain Lorca. I loved him from the minute I saw him. I thought he was pretty spectacular. You know, Jason Isaacs, I mean, when he did the Scotty tribute, which I really loved, when he was like pretending to be a Scottish engineer, which was just such a tribute to Scotty. It was quite touching. But since Jason Isaacs came into it, he sort of put this series together for me. He's cemented the entire series. I'm still growing with Michael Burnham. I do like her, but it did take me 5 or 6 episodes to go with her character. I think Sonique Green is a marvellous actress. She's beautiful, she's talented, she's a very intelligent person. She's great in Walking Dead. But I think it's because she's a bit cold and a bit Vulcanish, and that she ain't giving too much away, and I think that's why you're sort of finding it. You're looking for the flaws where you can adapt, but she's coming into it now. Last few episodes have really liked her character. I mean, I just love the entire Discovery crew. I mean, I said that we're 10 episodes in, and I was a bit unsure sure, because I mean, I came in with the questions at the beginning. Oh, well, they didn't have that in Kirk's time, they didn't have this in Kirk's time, they couldn't do that in Kirk's time. And there's the old continuity, and I can pull out the encyclopedia and go online and go on Trek Space and get all the information I need to say they've done this wrong. But I'm not going to do that. There's no point. Some people have, they've set up groups against this. But I'm glad, I'm really enjoying Star Trek Discovery. Look, I've got to admit, Orville surpasses it for me. But Orville's a completely different kettle of fish to this. It stands on its own identity and it does its thing. Star Trek Discovery, like I said, I think they're going to come up with an episode that's going to make sense of everything and put this right, which is sort of interesting, and I think they will do a good job. So far I've been impressed. I've not really come across any bad episodes, and it seems to be building each week, and I like the story arc of this, that something's going on. Now I think Lorca wanted them to go there. I think there's something going on. There's a lot more going on with Lorca in the background. There's something, a mission or some purpose of what he's up to, and they might have gone there to get something to take back. You know, I don't know. It's like it's all been set. The matter somebody worked out that you do so many jumps you can penetrate the dimensional barrier. I don't know, but I think there's more going on here than that we haven't seen yet, and they're going to play this out for the next couple of episodes. I don't think if we get any answers, it'll be about episode 14. You know, by that time we'll get more about Lorca's character. I mean, I adore the crew. I love Saru. He actually does look like an alien. I mean, that's what he's just so accepted, and he's so alien, and you're like, I just love the whole thing, and I like him as being second officer. I really do. I like how they call her Specialist Burnham now. She's going to get promoted back, and say it won't surprise she's going to get back second in command at some point. It's going to be something. But I mean, these episodes have just been so enjoyable. I think I've covered most of the base points of this week's episode. I mean, honestly, I wish Netflix had just released a lot of them, and then you could just binge watch the whole lot of them. So that's my review of this week's Star Trek Discovery. So I'm very happy with this. I am really happy. I'm going to watch it again. It was that good. Alright guys, I will see you on the next video. Happy New Year to you all. Sorry, I should have said that. I know it's probably a week late. I hope you all had a great Christmas and a great New Year. Mine was very nice. But I'm glad to get back into reality again and get life going, as you can see. So I will say, long live the Empire, and I'll see you on the next video. Live long and prosper, guys.